Step into a museum in Norway or Denmark, and you might find yourself staring at the remains of a Viking ship. The wood, submerged underwater for over 1,000 years, is still largely intact. Not warped to dust, not crawling with rot, not disintegrated by centuries of moisture and microbes. The question is obvious. How did they do it? Modern wood treatments use chemicals, plastics, and pressure systems, yet they rarely achieve this kind of longevity. Vikings didn't have any of that. Instead, they relied on an ingenious combination of selection, preparation, and natural coatings that made their timber almost immortal. Understanding this trick is more than a curiosity. It's practical knowledge you can apply today to protect any wood structure from decay. Vikings also used fire as a preservation tool. Beams and planks were carefully charred, not burned through, just enough to darken and harden the surface. This drove out moisture, compacted fibers, and chemically altered the surface to resist fungi and insects. Archaeological evidence from Viking ship hulls shows that this technique was used extensively and effectively. Today, a controlled propane torch can achieve the same effect on exterior timber, hardening the surface and creating an initial layer of defense against moisture. After charring, Viking craftsmen applied pine tar or tree resins while the wood was still warm. The heat allowed the tar to penetrate deep into the pores, creating a flexible, water-repellent barrier. Unlike modern plastics or paints, tar moves with the wood as it expands and contracts, preventing cracks that trap moisture. Historical evidence shows that this coating was applied not only to ship hulls, but also to posts, beams, and roof elements. For modern application, warmed pine tar or a tar and linseed oil mixture can be brushed onto timber surfaces, pressed in while warm, and allowed to cure. The result is a durable, natural barrier against water and decay that modern chemicals rarely match over the long term. Even with preparation and coatings, Vikings' new design was critical. Posts were elevated on stone or gravel to avoid soil contact. Roof overhangs extended far beyond walls, and joints were crafted to shed water efficiently. Ventilation was prioritized to keep timber dry, while layers of ash or lime beneath beams added extra protection against insects and rot. Modern construction often neglects these design principles, relying solely on chemical solutions. By combining placement, airflow, and drainage, you can greatly enhance the lifespan of any timber structure. You can replicate the Viking method today with practical steps. Whether you're building a deck, fence, shed, or restoring historical timber, the Viking approach is fully applicable. Begin with dense, well-seasoned heartwood. Slowly char exterior surfaces to harden the fibers. Apply warmed pine tar or a tar linseed oil blend while the wood is still warm for deep penetration. Elevate posts on stone or gravel. Design overhangs and joints to shed water, and allow airflow around timber surfaces. Even these simple measures, inspired by Vikings, can make wood last far longer than modern chemically treated alternatives. Vikings valued longevity over convenience, and the results speak for themselves. Modern builders often prioritize speed, cost, and standardization. Vikings valued durability, observation, and technique. Their method required time and patience, but it created structures that have survived centuries, outlasting entire civilizations. The Viking wood trick, selection, seasoning, controlled heat, natural coatings, and smart design, remains one of the most effective natural preservation techniques ever developed. If you want to apply history in a practical way, protect timber naturally, and learn techniques that actually work, subscribe to Past to Live. Share this with anyone interested in building, restoring, or preserving wood. By following these ancient methods, we can ensure that wood structures and the knowledge that built them survive for generations to come.